Welcome to BBC London News. I'm Catherine Carpenter. Boris Johnson's been criticised for inviting media mogul Rupert Murdoch to the Olympic Park this evening. The mayor says it's all part of his drive to promote the capital to leading business figures. But his critics have described the invite as wrong on so many levels. Well, let's get more now from our political editor, Tim Donovan, who joins us from City Hall. Tim.
Catherine, Rupert Murdoch will be the guest of Boris Johnson first for dinner at the Olympic Park, and then they will watch the Olympic swimming finals, including Rebecca Adlington's own final there this evening. While many senior political figures, particularly Conservative figures, have distanced themselves from Mr Murdoch over the last few months, Boris Johnson has turned this on his head. He invited Rupert Murdoch to join him back in June, and that has caused some anger. Mark Lewis, who represents a solicitor who represents some of the hacking victims, says it's wrong at many levels, not least because the Metropolitan Police report to Boris Johnson while this major police investigation is going on, and while a number of former senior News International officials are now facing court proceedings. Mr Lewis says one can see why he might want to keep them on side in terms of future potential ambitions, but victims are still smarting from his dismissal of allegations as codswallop. And Brian Paddock, former Liberal Democrat candidate to be mayor and also a victim of hacking, says it's ill-judged. Conservatives, he said, might not mind Boris Johnson taking Rupert Murdoch to this event, but public opinion would not think this was a good idea.
So given all that, Tim, how is the mayor explaining this decision?
Boris Johnson says that he's not a prescribed individual. He is still an important business figure. He will be among a group of 23, 24 business people, largely in the biotech environmental field. He explained his position this morning.
I think we've got to stop demonising. I'm taking loads of business people to see what's on offer in London, and we're getting lots of people who are investing in London, doing all sorts of things. But Rupert Murdoch is a guy, after all, who is a big employer in this city, and I can't think of a bigger supporter and sponsor of sport in this country.
Now, his critics, that doesn't wash, and many are saying quite openly they think what Boris Johnson wants here is the support of Mr Murdoch's 4 newspapers if, as we have been saying over the last few days, he has further political ambitions.
Tim, thanks very much.